This episode of Nintendo Pow Block is brought to you by, well, you. If you want to learn how to support Nintendo Pow Block and the Boss Rush Network, head on over to our Patreon at patreon.com/Boss Rush Network and see which tier is right for you. Thanks for your continued support. Hello everybody, welcome to Nintendo Pow Block here on Boss Rush Games. I'm your host and lights excited Eddie V. Joining me, the one, the only bossman himself, Mr. Corey Dirrig. Hello, good sir.
Hey Ed, how's it going? I feel like it's been a minute since we've done one of these.
Yes, we are back in the building, everyone. It has been an emotional roller coaster, I should say. Definitely for me.
It's been interesting. It's been an interesting couple weeks, we'll say.
Yeah, it has. I know for me, my next door neighbor, she was like my grandma, my third, fourth grandma. She passed away, and her funeral was this past Saturday for this recording, and I went up to say some words and just broke down crying, like straight emotional stuff. But I made some funny bits and stuff, and it was just it was kind of hard because I couldn't go. I didn't want to go to the gravesite because for someone like her, I couldn't see her buried her in the grave. But the good part is that where they buried her at is where my dad, my grandma, my grandpa are buried at. So I do have family already at that grave site. So when it's like Mother's Day and stuff like there, I'll go visit and then make sure that I go visit her grave and stuff. But yeah, it was good to see my three best friends who lived in our neighborhood and everything. So it was really good to see him. I was just in a crazy emotional state Saturday. And I was just like, I just couldn't stop crying. And I didn't cry before I got there. I didn't cry when I heard the news. I just got up there to go say some words and was just gone. It was just like just everything. But I'm getting a good headspace and everything. So that's the emotional roller coaster I have been on and stuff. What about you, Corey? Because you kind of had the opposite of me. You were having fun somewhere.
Yeah, you kind of shifting gears really fast here. So yeah, I mean, I just got back from vacation yesterday. So, I mean, it's been about a week since by the time this comes out, but yeah, I just got home yesterday and I'm really tired, but it's all right. It was fun. It was a good time, and my kids had a blast, and yeah, everybody had a good time, and we're all home, and now we have to move. So, in the next couple weekends, we're moving our stuff, so it's gonna be a interesting time, I'll say, the next couple weeks. And then PAX is coming up, which I think we're both going.
Yes, we are.
I booked my flights today, so that was one thing down. Very busy couple of months here.
Yeah, I am.
We're gonna do a POW block in person.
Yes, again, I should say.
Yeah.
I am going to be booking my flight in a couple of weeks. I just got to pay off the Airbnb and everything. Oh, there is something I do want to show you guys. And everything.
Oh boy.
So I haven't taken him out, but shout out to Stephanie. She sent me a Ochi plushie.
Yeah.
I called her and was almost in tears. This is the week that I was getting ready for the funeral and stuff, and uh, I just I got this, and I straight called her, and I was just like, I got the package. Thank you so much. And she told me that if she see a Oshi plush like go for sale, that she was gonna snag it. She did, and I was just like, I would cherish this all my life. It meant so much to me and everything. And then everybody, hopefully you guys see the Boss Rush Awards. If not, please go check out our YouTube channel and watch that. Corey just he gave me a thank you like in his monologue speech, like his epilogue into the show, and I was literally almost in tears. Like I wasn't expecting that, hearing that, and I was just like I'm just grateful, for that. Um, Last but not least, uh, my Radiant Silver Gun finally came in. This box is big.
Wow. Finally.
uh,
What did you order that like 3 years ago? What is it? Limited run?
yeah, like almost like a year
Jeez.
and a half. I'm like, are you serious?
Shocker.
So the thing about it, I just checked my Hotmail, uh, or Outlook for people, uh, and then everybody my Zelda controller,
Yeah, I still
stuff.
I still need a Zelda controller, but I'm not gonna be buying anything like that for a while. So
Yeah, yeah. It took a long time to get this. I still need to check to see if I ordered anything else from Minute Run, that I need to get and stuff. But I think
well,
I
don't worry,
got
you'll get it.
everything
You'll get it in about 3 to 5 years, maybe.
right. So,
Uh,
uh,
they'll be at PAX probably. I'm sure selling stuff.
okay, yeah,
We
yeah.
did we did get confirmation that the Pokemon Company will be there
Ooh, that's
in
gonna
some
be
capacity.
packed.
Oh, I'm sure. And the Nintendo booth is always packed, and if Pokemon's going to be there, it's going to be even. It's going to be beefier. So yeah, I don't know.
Yes,
It'll be
yeah,
interesting for sure.
that is true. I believe we are doing Power Block and Boss Rush podcast.
Yeah,
Recording wise.
yeah. I think what I would like to do, honestly, is record a couple episodes of each there. That way, everybody can have like the week after PAX off because we will be doing so much coverage and writing and interviews and all that stuff, right? Like
Yes.
because I think the show floor every day closes at 5:30 or 6 o'clock. So like after that we're gonna be probably trying to find something to eat or whatever. But after that, it's like, well, we should all just go back and try to record a podcast. And I don't know if I have that many mics to bring or
Hmm.
um I gotta figure out the audio situation. Ideally I could take the go bag from work if there's not an event. That would be the best bet. And that would
Yeah.
be for like lapel mics, and then I would bring my camera and tripod and kind of just film it on a camera. But uh we'll see. We'll see how that all goes. I'll figure it out by then.
Yeah,
So
I'm probably going. Like I said, I was going to order like a small mic kind of thing, not the one that you attach and stuff,
yeah.
but just like a small mic that could attach like to a computer or something. Or if we need
What
to hold it or anything, it'll be
what we
held.
need is like a wireless handheld mic. So like if we do interviews or whatever, right? I
Hmm.
mean that would be ideal, but those things cost so much money and I've already spent so much money on equipment. So
I hear you.
so
Uh,
I don't know if we're going to be able to do that. I have a USB mic, but it's not very good. And also my daughter plays with it because I don't use it. So um
I think
I'll
we'll.
figure it out before we go because I want to give everybody that's going a chance to be on the podcast too, right? Like
Yes.
people that aren't normally on the podcast that are going either on Pow Block or on Boss Rush or After Dark or whatever, right? I would really love everybody that's going to participate in something uh, because it's kind of rare, and I'm hoping to, now that I'm back from vacation, to kind of, you know, be better at this. But the writing team and the podcast team are really separate for the most part, and I don't like that. And David and I have talked a little bit about figuring out how to combine the two, and
Mhm.
so hopefully we will be able to fix that aspect
Yes.
of it. Um, so yeah.
Yes.
Anyways,
Yeah. I gotta get my I gotta get 2 Power Block shirts and then 2 Boss Rush shirts.
yeah, I
Uh,
think I'm gonna get a. I think I'm gonna get a Pow Block hoodie before I come down, um, or go over wherever this is, Boston East, East. Uh, so yeah, I don't know, man. I'm excited. I'm not excited to get in at 9:40 at night, but I'm
are you going?
trying to take I'm trying to take off as little work as possible, which would be at least 2 days I'd take off, and I don't want to take off that Wednesday, so I'm leaving after work, going to the airport after work, and
On Wednesday?
flying out. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta. I'm taking Wednesday off. Cause I'm leaving there Monday. And everything.
Oh, you're flying back on Monday.
I'm flying back on Monday. Cause I don't know if we'll still have things on until on that Sunday night and
Well,
everything.
yeah, I mean, my flight on Sunday leaves at like 5 o'clock or something, in the afternoon.
Uh huh.
So I'll need to get to the airport by like 2 o'clock, but I still might stop by the thing in the morning, because the show is still on Sunday. So I might do some stuff on Sunday morning. Uh,
Okay. Yeah, cause I know it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
mhm,
Uh, and so I was just like, if we still got the place on Sunday, then I will
mhm.
fly out Monday. Like I'll sleep and then in the morning catch an Uber to where I need to go and then fly out
Yeah,
and stuff.
I would like to do a bunch of videos while we're there. Um,
Huh.
and I
Okay.
know the writing team's going to be doing a lot of coverage, but I would like to do a lot of video stuff if we can,
All
and
right.
see if we can, I want to do kind of like recap style stuff, like quick 2 or 3 minute recap stuff with everybody. Like, here's what we saw at PAX today, and then like Stephanie will go through hers, and that'll be a video, and then we'll do ours, and
Yeah.
Cordy will do hers, and LeBron will do hit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I want everybody to do some
Yeah.
sort of 2 to 3 minute video about what they saw, and maybe take B-roll, and we'll splice it all together for the following week. Or maybe every night I'll just kind of splice them together and uh, post them because it's PAX. We'll
Yeah.
figure it out.
I
I have
think
ideas. I just don't know how the time is going to be, because I know last year they were super busy, um, when they went. There's more of us this year, but also like that means there's going to be more coverage because there's more of us. So we'll figure it out. We do have
yeah.
access to the media room though, so we'll be doing media stuff in there. Hopefully, doing interviews and stuff in there. That'll be cool. Maybe get some guests for segments of a podcast. Maybe that's what we'll do. That would be cool. Like, do like special Boss Rush podcasts from the media room, and we'll do like 15-minute segments with guests. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We have time to figure that out. Um, and I got to figure out
Yes.
equipment stuff, but I think we'll
Yes.
be all right.
I just hope I don't miss my flight. I hope I bring the right stuff that I need to bring.
Get to
Just
the airport 2 hours early. You'll be fine. Where are you
yeah.
flying out of? O'Hare?
O'Hare. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm flying out of Cleveland, so good
Yeah.
times.
Yeah. Then yeah, because I gotta see uh yeah, I just gotta because my sister's gonna help me get the airport stuff. So she's the professional, so
Yeah.
she's gonna try to find me a good flight. Cause I don't know when we'll be able to be in the house and anything. So I gotta talk to Stephanie about that.
Yeah,
Stuff.
I think she's planning. She's trying to get everybody's flight information so they can do like group pickups. So like, if a bunch of us arrive within like an hour of each other,
Mhm.
we'll just wait for each other and go together, right? Um, so I think Pat gets in the earliest on Wednesday.
Because they'll probably be flying from Milwaukee International Airport
Yeah.
and stuff.
So
Um,
I'm not sure. I'm not sure how it's all going to work, but we'll make it work. I think we should record. Man, I wish we weren't getting in at 10 o'clock. I wasn't getting in. I wish I was getting in at like 7, and we could do a night zero podcast. That'd be cool. Maybe we'll do that anyway.
yeah, because I'm a late night person. I don't know what
Mhm.
time. I don't know. I know there's going to be a time change, but I don't know if it's going backwards or it's
It's an hour
forwards.
ahead. It's an hour ahead.
So it's 9:10.
It's it's the equivalent of the time that I mean for let's see. It's for me it's 9:10, right?
uh,
So it's 8:10 for you.
yeah.
So it'll be 9:10 for you.
Okay.
That's it. Time
Okay.
change doesn't change for me. So it's all the same time zone for me. So
Okay.
just
So it's
pretend
just
that we're podcasting together. It'll be fine.
right.
You'll be fine.
So uh, yeah. So everybody,
I'm
that's
I'm really excited though.
I,
Besides you, this is the first time I'm meeting everybody else, you know?
yeah.
Literally everybody else. This is the first time I'm meeting everybody in person except for you.
Well,
I mean,
besides
you've met most of them already because of the Midwest Gaming Classic, and then
when Dan
didn't
came,
you go to Extra Life for
yeah,
EXP
e-
Cast at one point?
extra life, and then when um uh Zelda not Zelda Informer
Another Zelda
David's
podcast.
another Zelda AZP, yeah, when they came to the Gaming Classics, Celeste, David, Stephanie,
Hmm.
and Dan was there.
Yeah.
Um, so I met them, and then we hung out that Sunday because that's where I also met Celeste. Which Celeste is a doll. She is everything. She's a queen, iconic. I love her. Love Stephanie too. Like, dude, I swear, when we was in Chicago. And we're gonna get to Snakes into everybody. We're gonna get to housekeeping real soon. When we was in Chicago and we all met at David's old place, we literally had a podcast discussion with Boss Rush and AZP about Zelda, and it was so good. I was just like, why did we not record this? Shout out to another Zelda podcast, also AZP and
Shout
everything.
out to everyone. But yeah, maybe that should just be our expansion pass, which by the time this comes out, patrons will already have heard. We'll just talk about packs. That's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. That'll be it. All right, good job. We got a topic. All right, we're gonna pause this discussion. We're gonna save it for expansion
Yes,
pass. So,
yes.
also, by the way, there's a Nintendo Direct rumored for the week of that we're recording this. We will not be discussing it on this show. Man, Mario Kart 9 and Xenoblade Chronicles 4 all announced at the same time. Man, crazy Direct. No, we're not going to be discussing that here. We will have a direct recap show that will cover it. And we'll dive deeper into that on that episode of the direct recap show. But we're recording this before the rumor direct is supposed to happen on Thursday, along with the Xbox business podcast thing that they're doing. So we're not going to talk about any of that. Although right now it does seem like Hi-Fi Rush and Pentiment will be making their way to Switch, which are, I think that's a good choice, right? Those are two great choices to move off the
Yeah.
platform. And then Sea of Thieves down the line supposedly is supposed to come, but that's we'll cross that bridge when it gets here, right? But
Yes.
but whatever that Nintendo Direct is, we will cover it on the direct recap show if it happens, right?
Yeah,
So
I think at this time we are waiting for Wednesday for any announcements because I think
Hmm.
Nintendo may do their announcement on a Wednesday and then show it the following day, or they may do it
Yeah,
Tuesday.
I
I think right now
wonder.
we're just waiting that we're waiting just for the announcement.
Yeah, I wonder. I wonder if. And again, this is. You know what? I'm not even going to say anything. I was going to say I wonder if they'll do it Wednesday because Xbox is going Thursday, but who knows? Who cares? All this stuff's going to happen. We'll talk about it when we get to it.
Hmm.
Uh, so.
I think it's probably going to flow into each other. I have a feeling that they'll show the direct first and then go into Xbox podcast with Phil, Sarah, and Maddie. I
Mhm.
think and be able to talk because um goodness, I think this is just a side. This is a side tangent discussion, so I won't go into it. I think those two are somewhat connected, and there's reasons why they have that connection, but that's for
Mhm.
another day. We want to have let's hop into this housekeeping, Corey. Well, everybody, Nintendo Pow Block and the Boss Rush Network are headed to PAX East. You will be able to find us roaming the show floor, so if you're there, come say hi. We will be covering the event as part of the media, demoing games, conducting interviews, and recording a podcast or two live from the event. So make sure to keep your eye on bossrush.net and our YouTube channel for that. PAX East is taking place in Boston, March 21st to the 24th. So get your badges now and come say hi. Also, everybody, we got a Patreon, the website, and YouTube. If you want to support Nintendo Pow Block and the Boss Rush Network, you can head over to our Patreon at patreon.com/Boss Rush Network, where you can get our supplement show, Expansion Pass, 2 weeks early, and ad-free and other perks like early access to other podcasts, voting rights, and more at the tier that's right for you. Again, that's patreon.com/Boss Rush Network.
Yep.
So,
We're going. We're doing things. We're man.
it
I'm
is
not gonna lie, I'm really tired.
like I'm excited to see everybody, but I'm nervous about the flight. I hope LeBron is going because I just like,
He is. He is.
yay.
I got that confirmed somewhere. There it's so far there are 8 of us going, I think.
Okay,
Uh not all staying in that Airbnb, but there are 8 of us going, I think.
okay,
So I think it's David, you, me, Pat, LaRon, Stephanie, Mary, and Cordy. Is that
okay.
8? Is that 8? That's 8, right? That's
That's
8.
8.
Yeah. So I'm not
Because we,
sure who's staying where or what, but
I know
yeah.
I'm staying. Like, yeah, that's why I said I'm staying in the Airbnb. So I'm just gotta finish paying,
Hmm.
Venmoing, Stephanie, and I'll be good.
Chop
Um,
chop.
yes,
Did you order your business cards?
I'm ordering them Thursday. I text you that.
I know, but I forgot. So,
I just need the name again on where to send them at.
oh my gosh. You're the worst.
Just just text me,
Hmm.
please. Oh,
No.
the business cards are so beautiful. I love them.
Yeah.
Everything.
They are
So,
they are good. They are good looking cards this time.
yeah.
Oh.
I was telling my one of the managers that yeah, I'm booking the flight, getting my cards, getting my shirts. Um then I got to get my taxes from work so I can do my taxes and get to have that money ready to go and everything. Hopefully that don't take long. And then I know I need to hit the Adidas store. So at least I could just get some new shoes
Mm.
and everything.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what shoes I'm taking because I want to take my quote unquote fashionable shoes, which are like 3-year-old gray pair. They're just not dirty. That's what I call fashionable. But I know we're going to be walking the show floor a lot, and so
Yeah,
maybe I should take some tennis shoes just in case. I don't know.
yeah, definitely. I got
Also,
to. Oh,
go
go
ahead.
ahead.
Sorry. Sorry. Go.
Oh no, I know I need to take a bag. Um, but I'm trying to find. I guess like the one strap ones, the Velcro one
Hmm.
straps. I'm trying to find those, and they're like kind of
Oh,
hard to find.
like a messenger bag.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
yeah, because
I have my Gears of War one from the launch of the first Gears that I'm gonna take with my
that's what I was.
laptop and stuff in it.
Yeah, because that's what I was wondering. Should I just do a messenger back instead, like have my computer, my switch, um, and all my other stuff. If that would make it easier, because if I just need my messenger back, like for the show floor and everything, I'd rather just do that, and I could just order that off like Amazon or something.
Yeah, I have not. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm gonna do yet. I don't know what I'm taking. Um, for a bag. I mean, I liked the backpack I took
Hmm.
on vacation, but also like I'm still trying to figure out like what I want to take in terms of a backpack into the convention center.
Yeah, if I think for the convention center, I would just need my messenger back. You know,
Yeah.
uh,
Hmm.
because if there's nothing that's like if it's not going to hurt my back, I'd rather just and I could just have it on the side. I'll just have
Hmm.
that. Uh,
Yeah.
and
I mean, a
everything.
messenger bag would be the easiest,
Yeah.
probably, or a backpack. Uh, so I will probably take both just in case, because I'm not sure.
Okay.
Maybe I'll take the messenger bag in the first day, and if I don't like it, I'll just wear the backpack.
All right.
If you want to see how you can become a Patreon producer, head on over to patreon.com/BossRushNetwork. The Patreon producers for this month are Adriel Munger, Austin Campbell, Celeste Roberts, Christian S., Sana Dirrig, Francisco Santillan, Matthew Keel, and Todd Oxtra. Thanks for your continued support of the Boss Rush Network.
Well, Corey, how about we get into Snacktendo?
Yes,
And
27 minutes into the show.
And I'm just gonna pass it on to you for Snacktendo because everybody, I don't have no new snacks at this time.
You didn't eat anything cool over the past 3 weeks? Since we
Not
did.
really. I mean, I had some beef ramen.
Okay. Nobody wants to hear about that.
I did have some Mario and Yoshi gummies, and everything. Oh, I do have one. I had white grape Fanta from the Japanese market. You can't find, and it was in the can. You can't find it anywhere, and I was just like, "Ooh, this is actually really good. Not too sweet." And like it had a nice taste, nice cold flavor to it. Like it was really, really good. And everything. So that's pretty much the only thing. I haven't been able to go to the grocery stores to see if anything new is out or and stuff or like try new cereals. I did see a strawberry chocolate covered Cheerio, but I'm like, that's only for Valentine's Day. So I could pass on that. It won't affect me or anything. But the Feta white grape uh Feta was really good. So like you may be able to find it if you find like a Japanese store that sells mostly those kind of foods and snacks. If you can find it there, you might be able to give it a taste. It was really, really good. I'm probably gonna end up buying some tomorrow when I go to work.
Hmm.
So that's the only snack Nintendo thing that I had, everybody.
Hmm. Snack Tendo. Well, well, I did go to Disney World and we did eat a lot. Did I just like my own picture on Instagram on accident? Whoops. Sorry, I'm trying to flip through the pictures on Instagram to see what I ate here. I So I guess the first night we got there, we got a massive. We just got the pizza, the pizza that is served in the food court cafeteria. We got a large pizza and we
Uh-huh.
just ate it, and it was really good. It was like I've been traveling all day and I just want to eat something, and it's not the greatest, but we ate it anyway. And so we ate that. Um, the next day, got a big breakfast of like, waffles and eggs and bacon. Oh my gosh, dude, the bacon was so good. It was so crispy that like when you put it in your mouth, it just melted in your mouth. Like that's how like delicious it was.
That bacon looks so good, just cooked perfectly.
Dude, it just melted in your mouth. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was so good. It was so good. Um, and then a couple mornings we did like the character breakfasts where the characters come around to your table, and um it's like buffet style. You go up and just get what you want and
I
come
love the
back. And
Mickey waffles. I love how they look
yeah,
and everything.
I like the Mickey waffles when you can put sausage gravy on them,
Ooh,
which was
yes.
amazing. It was so good, man. Uh, Also, all this I think tasted better because I've been trying to lose a lot of weight.
Uh huh.
uh, and I haven't really been eating this stuff a lot. Like on Saturdays, like I'll have my meal or whatever, or a couple things, but like mostly it's just like this is what I'm eating for the week. I know what it is, and everything just tasted 1,000 times better. Uh, but like yeah, it was you know bacon, egg, sausage, hash browns, tater tots, you know, uh, waffles and pancakes. My daughter was really excited one of the days because the pancakes had like Mickey sprinkles in them,
Ooh.
and so she got to eat those. And uh, yeah, that was really good. And then obviously Earl of Sandwich is like my favorite place down there to eat, and I think I was so mad the last day. I bought some sandwiches to take on the plane with me to eat for lunch.
Mm-hmm.
Forgot them in our refrigerator at the hotel. So upset.
Ah.
I was so upset. Uh, but it's okay. I had like 10 other sandwiches, so it really doesn't matter. The Chipotle chicken sandwich is just like this kind of spicy-ish chicken, not like super spicy, but just like it has a kick to it.
Yeah.
And this kind of chipotle mayonnaise and bacon and lettuce and tomato, and it was so good. And then the original is like it's roast beef and cheddar. Like it's basically if Arby's was like real food. Oh, it was so good, man. It's like and calling it Arby's but real food is doing it a disservice. It's like real roast beef with melted cheddar and some horseradish sauce. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. The Earl's Club, which is just like turkey and Swiss and bacon and stuff. And I had the BLT. So good. Oh,
Now, now the British wrapping around them
yeah.
is that because of uh like their logo
Hmm.
or something?
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, it was real, man. Man, I probably had like 10 or 12 sandwiches from there. It was so good, man. Like,
How close were you to it?
oh, it's like you just take a bus over to Disney Springs and it's like right there at the bus stop.
Oh, okay.
So, it's fine. It was good. It was good. Uh, Although most of the time my parents went to Disney Springs while we were putting the kids to bed, and then they would just bring the sandwiches back sometimes, and then I would eat them.
Oh
I ate
wow.
I ate them for breakfast some mornings. Oh, so good, man. What else did I eat? Oh, the blue milk and Galaxy's Edge is always a fan favorite. Oh, so good, man. It's like so it tastes like what did my wife say it tastes like? Like Laffy Taffy, but
Uh
like it was like like blueberry or blue raspberry taffy, but in liquid form is what it tastes like. Oh man,
Was this her first time having it, or
no? I mean, I've had it a ton, but like,
no, her.
oh, maybe I don't remember honestly. I think
Because I think the first time you had it, it was only you and your dad that went.
yeah, that was 2 trips ago.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like not right when they opened, but close to when they opened. The Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah.
But man, everybody wanted to try it, so everybody got their own, and then I ended up drinking. I ended up drinking everybody else's that didn't finish it, so I ended up probably drinking the one visit the equivalent of like 3.5 cups of it.
Poor.
Well, probably more than that because I had 2 cups on my own. So it was probably more like 4.5 cups of it. Oh, so good though.
Is it like something that you can easily just chug?
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. No, I drank it in like 3 sips, quote unquote. I guess gulps. I guess you would call it.
Yeah.
Man, it was really good. And then also in Galaxy's Edge are the Ronto wraps, which are like the smoked sausage and pork pita wraps with like this slaw and like this peppercorn, almost like this peppercorn ranch sauce on it.
When you I think you sent me a picture of that one. I think that's what
Mm-hmm.
my soul passed out. I was just like, feed me this because it looked so good. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna eat all of this right now.
Yeah, it was really good. If you get there early enough, you can get the breakfast ones too, which is just like breakfast. Like it's just instead of the pork, like the smoked pork, it's wrapped in eggs and cheese and some kind of breakfast garnish. So that was really good. It's one of my favorite things there. We had there's this not new pavilion, but they reopened this pavilion and they changed what was inside. It's called the Imagination Station now.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like coloring and music and stuff in there where kids can kind of play or sit or take a rest or whatever. But at the stand there, they have the Figment Imagination smoothies. Dude, it's basically just grape Skittles in liquefied form. It's like it's this grape smoothie with a little bit of whipped cream on top and then flash frozen Skittles on top.
Oh.
And man, it was you know what it tasted like? It tasted like a grape Airhead is what it tasted like.
Okay.
That's exactly what it tasted like. And I was like, it was good, but I couldn't drink the whole thing. I'm not a huge grape drink fan.
It has a tangy taste to it.
Yeah, I liked it, but I didn't love it. But the cups had Figment on it, so that was cool.
Okay.
But Ed, I have to tell you about this mac and cheese I got at the Rainforest Cafe.
Go in, sir. Go in.
It's called the Creole mac and cheese, but it's like this penne pasta in this cheese sauce with like garlic breadcrumbs, tomatoes, and green onions on top.
Did you have that plate twice? Because I know you sent me.
I sent one before I ate it and one that was like halfway done because I couldn't find the one before I ate it.
Okay.
But inside were 6 huge pieces of grilled shrimp and like 5 pieces of grilled sausage with grilled green peppers and onions inside this mac and cheese.
Uh-huh.
It might be the best thing I've ever eaten there. And I've never really had I've never really had like an amazing experience at the Rainforest Cafe. It's fine, right? But we don't really go there because it's just like there's better places. This might have been the best thing I've ever eaten at Disney World ever.
I had a problem with it though. I was mad at that bread they gave you. I was just like, that plate is too big and that bread looks too small. I'm gonna need another piece.
The funny thing is I didn't even eat the bread.
Oh. Dude, that plate looked it. That thing made my mouth water. I'm like, oh, someone take me to heaven.
And then we got the appetizer platter, which had like these amazing Southwestern egg rolls. Like they were like Chili's egg rolls, but like
Yeah.
1,000 times better. uh, and thicker and just meatier and just delicious. And um, then we had at the hotel we stayed at Port Orleans French Quarter, which is kind of uh, based off of turn of the century kind of Louisiana Bourbon Street kind of architecture or whatever.
Yeah.
And one of the restaurants inside the building just serves beignets. Like that's all they serve are beignets. Powdered sugar. They're basically like powdered sugar donuts, but like
Ah.
amazing. And man, one night we got 3 of them, and I ate one, and my wife ate one, and my daughter ate part of one. But then the second time we got them, we ended up getting 6, and I ate 2 of them like back to back with the chocolate dipping sauce, which was like melted like hot fudge style.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, dude! I was it was amazing. It was so good.
I could just say that you probably slept good in the food coma.
A couple nights I did, couple nights I didn't. I mean, they're hotel beds, you know. I mean, it's hotel beds.
Yeah.
I had a couple churros. Let's see, what else did I eat? What else did we eat? There was a lot of popcorn going on. Trying to see if I missed anything here that I need to talk about. Did we eat anything at Epcot? What did we eat? We didn't really eat at Epcot. Dang it! I liked the picture again. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm trying to figure out if I missed anything. Oh, you know what my wife had that looked really, really good? The one day my son was sick on the second day.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was like kind of throwing up in the morning, so he missed the first character breakfast, and my wife stayed back with him. But when my wife got to the park that day with him when he was feeling better, she hadn't eaten, so we went to Toy Story Land at Woody's Lunchbox, which is like just this quick serve, whatever.
Yeah.
She had the barbecue brisket sandwich.
Ooh.
It was like grilled. It looked like grilled cheese with barbecue brisket shoved inside. It looked really good, man. It looked really good. And they also have a turkey version of it that also looked really good.
Mm. I do love grilled cheese with turkey in it. Turkey or ham.
Yeah.
That probably wouldn't be bad, like a grilled cheese with brisket in it with barbecue sauce.
No, I think it looked really good. Did I miss anything? Character breakfast, we kind of went over that. I don't know, man. There's a lot of food there, and it was all delicious. I miss it already.
I wonder was they selling Disney Mickey Illusion or Disney Illusion,
No,
the Switch game.
there weren't. I mean, they don't really sell video games down there. The only time I ever saw video games down there was when Kingdom Hearts 3 came out, and that trip, the trip that we took that year. I don't remember that trip very much, but I do remember the World of Disney store down there, which is like the biggest Disney merchandise shop in the world.
Yeah.
Whatever. The whole opening was all Kingdom Hearts stuff, and that's about all I remember. And then the Japan store down there used to have Kingdom Hearts stuff, but now it's kind of like, I don't know, that store's kind of gone downhill. I used to get like collectibles figures down there all the time. Like I have all those Final Fantasy VII Advent Children figures that I had, that I used to have. I got there. I have some Final Fantasy figures I bought from there still. But like now it's all just like relegated to like Pokemon and Naruto and all these other things. It's like it's not what it used to be. I mean, it's still cool to go in and look, but it's just not.
That wasn't
really
it
what it
was
used to
in the
be.
past.
Yeah. So, but that's I think that's it. Um, oh, we did get I didn't take any pictures of this, but we did get this grilled chicken sandwich from the food court. And I know grilled chicken sandwich sounds boring, but it was like grilled chicken with fresh cut mozzarella on it
Ooh.
and thick tomatoes with like some sort of garlic aioli sauce on it.
Oh,
And that
nice.
was
That
really
sounds
good.
delicious.
It was really good. I ate it twice there. What else did we get? There's like breakfast sandwiches in there and stuff. It was really good. My only complaint about the hotel really, well, two technically, but one is more from my kid's perspective. But like, I love this hotel, but like, it doesn't really feel Disney, right? The theme is
Mhm.
just not Disney, and it's not meant to feel Disney, right? It's just it's meant to feel like you're in turn of the century New Orleans, right? But
Yeah.
uh, you know, my kids, my daughter said it didn't really feel like Disney ish, and then the other thing is like everything felt like an entree for dinner, and like sometimes when you come back from the park you just want to grab like a wrap from like a cooler or a sandwich or something and go.
Yeah.
And like they had like build your own platters, like pick a meat, pick a side, pick a vegetable. Like everything was kind of like that, and there wasn't any just like I just want a wrap or a sandwich or something small to take with me.
Kind of like a buffet almost, just grab and go in a
Yeah,
sense.
I just want to grab and go and that. So that's something that we missed from the last hotel we stayed at, but overall it was really a really great trip. Uh my kids rode everything. Like they rode Rise of the Resistance, which is like the big Star Wars ride there.
Yeah.
They both rode that. That was awesome. I mean, my son rode everything. It was crazy. Like, I mean, I don't know. I didn't expect him really to ride much, but he rode everything. They liked everything. That the new Moana experience down there was really cool. Um, I rode Guardians of the Galaxy by myself. Uh, my daughter rode both Star Wars rides down there, which was awesome. Uh, yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of pictures on my Instagram. I'm not gonna keep going down this rabbit hole because I could talk about Disney for another hour and how awesome and exciting it was. Uh, but everybody had a good time. Um, after kind of like the second day, everybody kind of relaxed and got a feel, got their bearings, and
Yeah.
uh, everybody had a good time. My daughter saw her first set of fireworks ever down there,
Oh, nice.
which was really fun. Uh, so yeah, it was cool. It was really fun. My daughter met a bunch of characters, and like the first character she met was Mirabelle from Encanto, and
Yeah.
that's one of her favorite movies, and that was the first character she met down there. We got our autograph and our pictures taken. It
I
was a
know
good
she
time.
was jazzed.
Oh, she was so excited. It was awesome.
Daddy, mommy, look, look.
Yeah. So
That's
I
good.
also changed my profile picture on all of my social media for the first time in like 10 years. So that was neat. Uh,
Yes.
so, but yeah, I mean, an after dark that's coming up for everybody. The Stephanie and LaRon requested that we talk about Disney, so that will be an after dark episode. If you guys want to listen to that, Boss Rush After Dark on your favorite podcast service or on YouTube. Patreon
Yes.
patrons get it 2 weeks early.
Yes. Well, everybody.
Also, I
Oh,
think
go
I
ahead.
gained like 10 pounds on this trip. Worth
You
it though.
probably was bad. I'd say it's probably a balance because you was walking so much.
Nah,
Walking
not
today.
enough to cancel all this food out, dude.
I mean, not to cancel all the food, but I'm like balancing out that you were at least doing exercise, like you wasn't letting that food sit. I should say.
Yeah, But the other thing I forgot to mention, the flatbread pizza I got, the Meat Lovers flatbread pizza that I sent you half of it because I ate
Mhm.
half of it. Uh, so that was really good. Pepperoni, bacon, ham, sausage, flatbread pizza at Pinocchio House over by Small World. Highly recommended. Very delicious.
Nice. Nice. Well, everybody, it's time for Play with Power. And Corey, I don't know if you played a lot while you was on this trip
I played a
or
little
anything.
bit, not a whole lot. I played a lot of Pikmin 4 actually at night. Like every night, I probably played like an hour of Pikmin 4 every night, just exploring and trying to do the dungeons and stuff. I played a little bit of Zelda, trying to clean up some shrines and stuff, but it was mostly Pikmin for me. That game is so easy to just pick up and play a little bit and then put down. I love Pikmin 4, man. Oh, it's so good.
Yes, so
So
good.
good. But that's really all I've been playing, Ed, was that.
Is that well, everybody, for me, I finished Another Cold Recollection. I finished both stories. Uh which I would say it's a good game. Um and I hope Hotel Dust, Room 213, and the second game that Sing made. I hope Arc System works on those two games and bring the Switch also. Um, I did have a problem with the game, and it deals more with the camera. Uh, Sometimes when you're trying to move and turn around, the camera will zoom into your character, and if you try to like walk or something, you'll bump into a wall, and it looks kind of weird. Um, that but like the puzzles were easy. Both stories were really good. I did enjoy both stories. Most of the game is voiced. There are times where you're pressing the A button to, like, go to the next part of the dialogue for some things. uh but it really was a good um adventure style game. I would say for Switch. I would probably say wait for a sale for it if it does come. Um, I don't think it's gonna be on a lot of NPD sale lists or anything. Whatever that thing is, because
I think it's
Nintendo
called
for some
Circana now.
Circana.
So
It's
stupid.
so weird with another code. Because a lot of people had to order this game. You can't go into stores and buy it unless that changed. Um, I think they had some shipping problems sending out that game. I really don't know what happened with it, but overall I really thoroughly did enjoy it. But I'm like, I think if people want to play that game or like they want to buy it, you can order it. It's gonna be a couple of days unless you want the digital version of it. But if you want the physical, it might take you a while to get it and stuff. So, um, yeah. Last but not least, I uh reinstall Final Fantasy 12 again and just playing through that for a little bit. But I'm going to be getting back into Ace Attorney Apollo Justice, and start working on that. I continue working on that. I am going to get back into also Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown. I just stopped playing it because of another code. So that's pretty much it at this time.
Hmm.
So but Corey, how about we get into some family news? Take it
I
away.
suppose I suppose we could do that. Um Sorry, I gotta get my link open here. This first one. Excuse me. Let's talk about some Nintendo quarterly financial results, shall we, Ed?
Yes.
The latest Nintendo quarterly results reveal 20 million copies of Zelda have been sold, 3 million Super Mario RPG and more, Nintendo has released its latest quarterly sales numbers, and they are overall expectedly impressive considering 2023 saw a release of a new mainline Zelda and Mario game. But Pikmin 4, Mario RPG also delivered some notable sales. So this is from Game Informer, but there's a full report, but I'm just going to read off the highlights here. Tears of the Kingdom has sold 20.28 million copies since launch. Pikmin 4 has sold 3.33 million copies since launch in July. Super Mario Bros. Wonder has sold almost 12 million copies since it launched on October 20th. Jeez. And then Super Mario RPG has sold 3.14 million copies since launch on November 17th. Other highlights include Switch hardware sales, which have reached 139.36 million units. That only puts it about 16 million units behind the PlayStation 2, which is the best-selling console of all time. It also puts it about 6 million behind the DS, which it will probably pass this year, I'm assuming. The best-selling Switch games list. Let me see if this link here opens that. I don't want to do that.
Wonder beat Spider-Man 2.
Yeah. All right, so put your belt on here, Ed. Here are the best-selling Nintendo Switch games by unit sales. Are you ready? These are the top 10. Okay, top 10. New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe at 17.2 million. The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom at 20.28 million. Super Mario Party at 20.34 million. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, 24.36 million. Pokemon Sword and Shield, 26.17 million. Mario Odyssey, 27.65 million units. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, 31.61 million units. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, 33.67 units. All right, Ed, here we go. Top 2. Animal Crossing New Horizons, 44.79 million units. And topping the charts, Ed, at a whopping 60.58 million units on the Nintendo Switch alone. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Physical, everybody. These are all physical numbers.
Yes. And Mario Kart 8, it's also worth noting Mario Kart 8 is also the best-selling game on the Wii U at 8.46 million units. So that game has sold close to 70 million units since it debuted on the Wii U.
Crazy.
Mario Kart 8, by the way, side tangent, Mario Kart 8 was the first thing I ever did in terms of content creation. I wrote an article on Mario Kart 8. I don't think that article exists anymore, but I did it. So, man, 60.58 million units for Mario Kart. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous, man.
Dude, that's almost half of the Switch Switch sales.
Yeah. The attach rate's basically 50%, which is crazy. I mean, every single game on this list except for one has sold over 20 million units, first of all.
I think Wii Sports is the highest, or
no. Well, they don't count Wii Sports because it was a pack-in.
Well, so out of games,
hold on. No, they do. I'm sorry, I clicked on Wii U, not Wii. So the Wii Sports, 82.9 million units sold. And literally, it is the best-selling Wii. It is the best-selling Wii game by about 45 million units, and second place is at 37.38 million is Mario Kart Wii.
But it would be Nintendo's best-selling game of all time, though. It's Wii Sports.
It looks that way, yes.
With Mario Kart 8 being second, but there's a possibility that Mario Kart 8 may, because in reality, 8 Deluxe probably has beaten Wii Sports because we don't have the digital numbers added just yet. Um,
Yeah,
but
I don't know
if
if. Let's see. Let's see. Software unit includes quantity bundled hardware products. Uh, this does include software units include the downloadable versions on Nintendo's website. So this does include downloadable units. So yeah, I mean this is still 60.58 million units is impressive.
right, that's really nothing to laugh at.
Yeah. It's the second best sell since they then this is man, this is as of December 31st also. So you can probably add a couple more million units to that, which is crazy. I mean, they'll do this again in April, so we'll find out there. But yeah, Mario Kart 8 is the second best-selling Nintendo's piece of software since Wii Sports, and yeah, it's crazy, man. It's so crazy. I'm looking at the Wii U top 10, man. This is sad. This is so sad. Oh man, this whole the Wii U section makes me really sad. You want to go through the top 10 Wii U games real quick, Ed?
Go ahead.
While we're here. This is as of September 30th, 2023, which is when they stopped talking about Wii U game sales. Mario Party 10 at 2.27 million units. Wind Waker HD at 2.37 million units. New Super Luigi U at 3.07 million units. Super Mario Maker at 4 million units. Splatoon 1 at 4.95 million units. Nintendo Land at 5.21 million units. Super Smash Bros. For Wii U at 5.38 million. New Super Mario Bros. U at 5.82 million. Super Mario 3D World at 5.89 million. And Mario Kart 8 at 8.46 million. So, it's so crazy, man.
I mean, that's not. I don't think those numbers are bad for.
Well, considering the
them being
Wii
on
U
that
only
platform.
sold 12.5 million units, no.
I know.
I mean those numbers aren't bad considering the console.
Shoot, those numbers are not bad when considering that half of the third party were just like, oh, these games haven't hit 10 million across the multi platforms, so it's a failure. What?
I'm trying to see if there's anything else worth talking about. No, not really. Not really. The top 10 games for every other console are Mario or Pokemon. DS has Nintendogs in there. Brain Age. Oh, geez. All right. But yeah, I mean, Nintendo is making some money, which is good for them. You know, I'm glad. I am glad that the Switch is doing well because I think a lot of people thought that Nintendo needed a hit, right?
They gave them a hit and then some.
Yeah. So that's awesome. Let's see here. I'm trying to see. Nintendo also confirmed that what we all expected, writing in its report, the Super Mario Brothers movie had a positive impact on the sales of Mario-related titles. As a result, there were 24 titles that sold over 1 million copies during the period, including titles from other software publishers. It also mentions in the report that Super Mario Bros. Wonder is the fastest-selling Super Mario title to date. So Nintendo games sell, guys, in 2024. Yeah. Surprise, shocker.
Physical still matters.
Yeah. All right, Ed. This one's more for me. I'm actually kind of excited about this. I want to see what this is. I want to see what it's going to be. This was announced during Disney's earnings call. Disney and Epic Games announced partnerships for games and entertainment universe connected to Fortnite. Epic Games and the Walt Disney Company have announced a new collaboration that will result in joint creation of an all-new games and entertainment universe. Alongside the partnership, the Walt Disney Company is investing $1.5 billion dollars to acquire an equity stake in Epic Games.
I think like
Uh,
10%. I think I
it's
heard.
something. I think it's somewhere in like the 8% range.
Okay.
The multi-year project aims to create an all-new universe that spans the various Disney properties, including Marvel, Star Wars, Pixar, Avatar, and more. Disney says players will be able to create their own stories and experiences, share content, and express their fandom and experience is powered by Unreal Engine. The quote from Bob Iger is really interesting. Um, there's a lot more to this. That was actually on the news the other day when I was watching something while everybody was sleeping because I couldn't fall asleep. But the quote here is our exciting relationship with Epic Games will bring together Disney's beloved brands and franchises and hugely popular with the hugely popular Fortnite and a transformational new games and entertainment universe. This marks Disney's biggest entry ever into the world of games and offers significant opportunities for growth and expansion. We can't wait for fans to experience the Disney stories and worlds they love in groundbreaking new ways. There's another quote from him that said um something like game it was basically saying like video games are the biggest form of entertainment that Disney has doesn't really have a foothold in anymore. I mean they're starting right with obviously like Spider-Man and the Marvel properties and Star Wars are big and
Yeah.
they've dabbled, but this is like their big grand re-entry into the game space.
They're
uh
seeing more success
yeah.
this time around than previous.
Yeah, and obviously they've done deals with Fortnite before to have, the Marvel skins and Star Wars is part of it and Avatar has been a part of it at one point I think and obviously like the Fox properties like um Avatar and Alien have all kind of been a part of it at one point. Indiana Jones. So, I'm really interested to see what this is. It's obviously not going to be the battle royale, right? That's going to be its own thing.
Right.
But I'm really interested. This seems like the culmination of what they wanted Disney Infinity to be, but never quite got there. Is what this kind of seems like. Which I still miss Disney Infinity. Rip to those figures. But that's kind of what this seems like to me. Is like the digital version of what they wanted Disney Infinity to be.
And I think I'm assuming all of this is going to be taking place in the Fortnite universe or in
Well, it's
Fortnite.
taking place within the Fortnite client, just like Fortnite Festival, which is like their music game. Rocket Racing, which is the Rocket League racing game.
Mm-hmm.
That Lego Fortnite, right? That's kind of you know, they whatever. It's yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of what it is at this point. So uh speaking of Fortnite, Master Splinter is in Fortnite now, apparently. That's cool.
I heard shout out to Lamont. He was just like, man, my boss rush family know me so well when it comes to TMNT.
Yeah.
He says like, I'm gonna have to download Fortnite. Let's go. It's just
Oh
like,
man, I
of
kind of
course, Lamont. If we Lamont knows if we see anything turtle related, he's the first one we hit it.
yeah.
Which we had to
Yeah.
talk to. I had to talk to him about Mutant Mayhem.
I really want the Splinter skin. It looks really cool. There's like a Ninja Turtles event going on in Fortnite right now where like you it's like a quest to fight Shredder
Uh
and if you complete the quests or whatever, you get the Shredder and Super Shredder skins. But also you can just buy it for 1,000 V-Bucks. So yeah.
Boy, those gift cards and
Oh,
stuff.
what
But
is this? The turtle blimp? Oh, that's cool. I
we
wish I
about to
was into
see,
Fortnite because then I would be doing all this.
we about to be selling a lot of gift cards and stuff tomorrow.
So that's yeah. Disney's kind of I mean, we kind of knew Disney was kind of getting back into games with I think they've been doing a lot of smart things with who they're choosing to
Hmm.
do which games aside I think Avengers is kind of really the only blemish on that at this point, right? Let's see.
Yeah,
Guardians was IDOS Montreal, which was really good. Spider-Man's obviously the 3 Spider-Man games are obviously well liked. Wolverine I think is going to be even more well liked. Uh
Star Wars,
yeah, Jedi
from the
Survivor,
spot.
Jedi Fallen Order, the Battlefront games,
The Star
the
Wars
Squadrons
Outlaws look.
game.
The Outlaw ones look good too from
Yeah, Star
Ubisoft.
Wars Outlaws looks amazing. That game looks awesome. Can't wait for that. That
Um,
Mickey or Disney Illusion Island. A lot of people kind of like that. Dreamlight
the
Valley.
Valley is doing really good.
Yeah, people like
Uh,
Speedstorm, although it's pay to win, which is kind of garbage, but whatever.
right,
That's like the
and I
only
think,
one that I think is like,
and I, and I think Disney and Nintendo still gonna work together on some things because Disney and Nintendo has some, even though they're handheld games, they have some stuff out, but I think they work perfectly together. Like,
mhm.
they know who their audience is for, uh, and everything. So
Yeah. So look forward to Disney in your Fortnite in the near future.
yes,
All right, there's really only one more story, and there's not really a lot of Nintendo news out, like big Nintendo news. There's a lot of tiny stuff floating around out there, but
yeah. Once again, it's Xbox season, everybody. Just
it's
like,
something. Gosh, dude, I'm tired of all the. I saw that stuff going on, and I was like, I'm not even gonna look at this. I don't even want to know. um, but the last story here from IGN. Uh, After over 5 years of support, the development of Dead Cells uh, is finally ending. Um, so obviously they did a lot of updates. Obviously, the Castlevania update was pretty big, and a lot of other things going on in Dead Cells. I liked what I played of Dead Cells, but I don't really care for roguelike, so it kind of I lost interest pretty uh, quickly. So,
mm-hmm.
but I know a lot of people love it. Motion Twin is moving on. The last uh, update called Update 34 is called The End is Near. And then Update 35 is called Clean Cut. And they are moving on from Dead Cells to their next
Yeah,
game, which I think their next game's already been announced, but I'm not 100% sure what it's called. I was not prepared to answer that question. But that's cool.
yeah. I don't know where their next game, because I think the founders they left. What's your twin?
Did they?
Yeah.
I thought everybody was still there.
No, I think the founders or the people of Dead Cells left.
And that's
People from
I think you're thinking of Playdead, the Limbo studio.
they left too, but I thought people from Dead Cells left also.
I don't know. I haven't been playing or I haven't been paying attention because I don't really care about Dead Cells.
I think it was like two. I think it was like 2 years after the game came out.
hmm, okay. Uh, but yeah, I mean, good for Dead Cells. I mean, that game sold a ton. That studio did really well. I mean, that DLC did really well. It was a really popular game for a long time. I mean, I'm sure people are still playing it, right? But Good on Motion Twin, man. That game was one of the first games I ever played at PAX. The last PAX I went to, I played Dead Cells along with Wolfenstein 2 on the Switch, which was awesome. Man, Wolfenstein 2 on the Switch was so good. Yes, and I don't say that ironically either. The low graphical fidelity and the motion blur and just all that kind of gives it a vibe, like a 40s, 50s, 60s vibe. It was just it felt good, honestly. So, but farewell to Dead Cells. Good luck, Motion Twin, on your next game. Very excited to see what's going on next. So, here it is. Motion Twin announced its next project, Windblown, at the 2023 Game Awards. I knew they did that. We were craving a lightning fast combat roguelike, but it simply didn't exist. So we rolled up our sleeves and crafted the game we yearned for. Okay, so Windblown seems like that's what that's going to be.
Yeah. Sebastian Bernard. Oh, I am. Sebastian Bernard, he's the one that left Motion Twin and formed Deep Night Games and stuff.
Okay.
He was the lead designer on it.
Yeah. All right, Ed. We're moving into the rumor mill. Our news is done. Switch 2 rumors are swirling around, Ed. And some of these I think are pretty spot on based on what I've heard. We'll talk off air, Ed. But the rumors about a supposed successor to the Switch continue, and the latest report, which admittedly supports a lot of previous claims, comes from an exclusive by Reuters, which not really a video game website, but they are an enterprise tech news website that reports on a lot of things from companies like NVIDIA and AMD and Intel and Dell Tech and all these other bigger companies. And that's the space that I work in for my day job, is working with these companies. And so Reuters is very it is a very reputable source in that space. So I would tend to believe what Reuters has to say. According to the news agency, NVIDIA is currently building a new business unit, end quote, specializing in, quote, designing bespoke chips for hardware firms. And its, quote, source claims the tech giant has crafted a, quote, custom design for Nintendo's next generation handheld system. Quote, Nintendo's current Switch handheld console already includes the Tegra X1 chip. A new version of the Switch console expected this year is likely to include an NVIDIA custom design. And that is the report from Reuters. Nintendo, as you already may have guessed, declined to comment on the report, although once again it links NVIDIA in the estimated launch window aren't a surprise given the rumors. It was also reported that it will feature an 8-inch LCD screen, which I know a lot of people are kind of upset that it's LCD and not OLED, but I think there are two things for that. One, an LCD will keep the price down based on what the screen can possibly do. The screen might be 900p or even 1080p. It might have a refresh rate that could be up to 120 hertz, which would also an LCD screen would benefit from that, because an OLED screen with 120 hertz refresh rate or higher is really expensive on a full-size screen, let alone a tiny screen like the Switch. So if they're trying to keep the price down, LCD is the way to go until and I imagine an OLED version will come out 2 or 3 years down the line. Uh,
And Nintendo trying to make money off their
mhm.
hardware.
Yeah,
So
and lastly, the other rumor, which I'm gonna credit Stephanie for sending this link to us in our group chat. Uh, this is from the Spanish site Universo Nintendo. The Switch 2 will be fully backwards compatible with physical and digital games, uh, and some Switch games could possibly be enhanced through backwards compatibility. So that's not really a surprise to me because I think any console moving forward has to be backwards compatible with the previous generation or
yes,
generations, right? I think these storefronts with the always online capabilities and the way that Steam's been working for since 2000 what 2007, 2008, 2005, 6 somewhere in there.
yeah,
Uh, and obviously Xbox has worked really hard at making their console backwards compatible with all 4 generations, and PlayStation 5 is backwards compatible with the PlayStation 4. That's just the era we live in now. Like, your library is your library, especially if you're pushing a digital library the way that Nintendo has, especially because you get triple the gold coins for digital purchases. You get extra benefits for digital purchases. Like, there's a lot of things that go into that. And if you're going to take that all away from people, that would cause a huge mess. Huge mess.
yes,
So I believe that. I believe the 8-inch screen. The OLED screen is 7.2 inches, I think.
yeah. I think so.
So it's a little bit bigger than that. The Switch regular is 6.8 or something like that, and the Switch Lite is 5.5 inches. So it's a significant size difference. Uh, I don't know, Ed. What do you think about all these rumors? I think this sounds plausible. In the grand scheme of things, like, this all just seems okay. They're making another Switch. It's more powerful. It's got a bigger screen. Great.
So I pour salt on it.
Here he comes. Here we go.
Hear me out, everybody.
Nope.
I pour salt in it because of Nintendo having their I think their business meeting or something like that. When investors and stuff can ask questions. I think it was an investor meeting. And Furukawa said that I know you guys been reading reports about all of these rumors on our next on the next console and everything. And although we are, you know, are interested in having new hardware and doing research and all of that, uh, if it hasn't came from us, let's like if we haven't said anything, talked about anything, posted anything, announced anything, do not believe it.
Yeah,
Everything,
but that's
all
what Nintendo always says, and these rumors
I
always
mean,
come true.
yeah, but the thing about it is that people are setting themselves up for rumors and speculations. And
Of course they are.
when the end product comes out, there's going to be a dissatisfaction because people still don't get that other people been talking, but not the people at Nintendo or the person who's making the product or stuff saying anything.
Well, Nvidia
So
is making the product,
no, I'm talking about like
and
Nintendo.
Samsung is making the screens.
No, I'm talking about Nintendo themselves. Just like if we haven't said anything, people tend more to believe other people saying stuff. And so people end up getting mad at us as Nintendo because of what someone else said and everything. So those people who said all of those stuff, that stuff, if it comes not to be true, they don't get attacked. We do. I'm just using
Well,
this as an example. So
Nintendo just never. Nintendo just doesn't comment on anything because that's their business model, and like
well,
Sony's really taken that approach too. And like, not to make this about Xbox because sometimes we do that, but like I kind of think that may or may not be Xbox's issue now, is that they are too close to the community and they are too close to having these things out there, which I don't think their approach is bad. I think they do need to rein it in a little bit, because like you see like Aaron Greenberg and Sarah Bond posting pictures on Instagrams like, hey, we're one of you guys, whatever, and like that's cool and everything, and like I wish Sony would do that, which they used to, right, with like Adam Boyes and Shuhei Yoshida and people like. Hmm. All right. Well, we had a little bit of a technical difficulty here, but Ed, continue what you were saying. Sorry, everybody.
Just saying that the messaging of being clear, Sony and Microsoft kind of had that in the past, and Nintendo really wasn't saying nothing until they reveal a game, uh, or they give heads up or something like that. They control their own messaging. Now the messaging, the system has kind of changed, because with rumors and speculations, uh being out there, or people just like stating them and stuff, it is some kind of engagement with the players and fan base and consumers of those products. And because the rumors nowadays for a lot of systems, or for a lot of companies, have really kind of been on the anger side, it's really now, to take things with a grain of salt. To be like, until something is said from the people who is being speculated about, until they say something, right now it's just not true, or it's an idea, or it's just something that sometimes people might just throw out there for engagement. You know, so with this story and everything, I think it would be nice, and stuff. I think they will have backwards compatibility, because Nintendo Furukawa has talked about that, because they were just like, we want to make sure that with with NSO, and with Switch purchases, we'll be able to carry that in our next generation of hardware when we get ready for that. I don't know if they're still in their R&D situation at this time. I know that Furukawa and Nintendo still wants to focus on Nintendo Switch at this time for this year. So we may not see anything or hear anything literally until next year. So what's going to happen if we don't get no information, from, we still get the rumors and speculations, but Nintendo doesn't say anything all year, then that's going to upset people, because it'd be like, well, I thought you guys said that you heard this. And you know some people might take stuff to their word, as their word and stuff, and it may not even be that
Yeah.
way. So this would be all nice and dandy, but right now I still, with a lot of rumors and speculation stuff, I just gotta put a bottle of salt by it, because I'm like, now it's to the point when I see people getting angry and a community wanna leave a brand or want to just act crazy. It That'll
Oh,
just
you
be
mean the
like,
Xbox community right now?
Xbox, Sony, doesn't matter, whoever's community, when people are acting up over some rumor or speculation, I rather just put a bottle of salt on it, or some Dutch salt, and wait for the creators and the makers of products actually come out and say something.
Hmm. Yeah. I mean, I still don't. I still think that March, the console's coming out in March. That's, and I know they want to hit the holiday, and I know Xbox and PlayStation are supposedly putting out their pro consoles or next consoles, or iterative consoles or whatever. But man, I still think they want to squeeze one more good holiday out of the Switch. But also, like, they have to have a tentpole game or two for the fall. They can't just like And I know we kind of already discussed that 2024 is going to be the year of remakes and remasters and
Mhm.
ports and maybe smaller double A experiences like Princess Peach, right? But like if they want to get one more good year, they need to put out one or two massive games this fall. And I think one of them is going to be Pokemon. Uh, and I mean, man, even like the Zelda ports or like that would probably be enough. But like, I think I know Nintendo would never admit this, and I know that whatever, but I'm sure they see that PlayStation 2 number and they're like, guys, we got to try to do this. We got to try to do this. And
Yeah.
our best opportunity is one more holiday with the Switch,
I
and
mean,
then the Switch will trail off for the next year and a half to 2 years, right? And they'll hit it eventually.
because Switch now is the best selling console in Japan.
Yeah.
So why not try to keep that up? Why in the business sense we wanna we wanna stop our great business that's going on to put out some new hardware or even update hardware and still not get the support that is that's deserved or needed. Just
Yeah.
because we're making some stuff look better and run better, I'm not speaking or discriminating the OLED and stuff like that. But I think Nintendo wants to make sure that if we could hit that number worldwide as being the best console to beat
Hmm.
in Sony's record, let's go and do it
Hmm.
until the wheels fall off and we're ready to show our new console. Let's go do it. Because right now, in this point in time, like we talked about this on Expression Pass, Corey, it needs to be Xbox year. It doesn't need to be Nintendo year. Nintendo needs to just make sure that they're bringing out great software, great amiibo, um, great maybe some
Hmm.
new IPs, get some good ports on, and continue to market to get people to pick up their current system.
Hmm.
But like Microsoft needs to sell numbers and everything, and they need to have their year. And
Yeah.
maybe Sony may jump in and stuff, but Sony is in recovery mode right now at the
I
gym
mean,
run. Like
from a company perspective, yeah, but from a console selling perspective, they're they haven't put out
they're
anything of significance except for like a couple Spider-Man games and Ratchet and Clank, right?
right.
I mean,
I mean,
everybody can argue, Horizon and God of War, those are PS4 games, right?
yeah,
And like The Last of Us Part 1 is a remake, right? Like these I feel like Sony and PlayStation, and well deserved. It's been earned, right? Like
right,
especially over like the second half of the PS3 generation into the PS4 generation, right? Like, and now obviously into PS5. Like PlayStation is selling on brand recognition of quality and performance and just the name. The
it,
name means a lot to people, and
it,
like, and again, let me get this out, and then you can go. I like the PlayStation earned that. They earned the recognition of the brand, and people love it, and it deserves all the success, right? And so and Xbox fumbled the worst generation they could have possibly fumbled with the Xbox One, and they are hurting. They are still recovering from that 2013 presentation. Still. And we're about to, I mean, we're by the time this comes out, we already know what Xbox's plans are for the future. It has come out that they're not stopping to sell hardware, which I didn't think they were, right?
right.
But we're gonna start seeing Xbox games of, I don't want to say of no consequence, because every game is of consequence, but like we already said, like Hi-Fi Rush and Pentiment are kind of the first two that have leaked out from this that are going to make it to other platforms. Great. I think you have to start worrying when you see things like Halo, and not necessarily like the Master Chief Collection, but the next Halo or Halo Infinite or the newest Gears game head over to PlayStation or something, maybe you should start worrying about Xbox's hardware. But like, if you want to put Sea of Thieves, which is a 6-year-old game, on PlayStation to try to squeeze some more money out of it, who cares, right? Like, that's and again, we're gonna know all this in a couple days, right? And when this comes out, everybody's gonna know.
The PlayStation is not going hard on Helldivers 2. PlayStation's going hard on Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Yeah, well, Helldivers is selling itself, man. That game,
it's selling itself. It's having some PC problems, but you will see more with Rebirth than you see Helldivers. Helldivers, people are saying I'm having fun with it on PlayStation 5, but if we see like advertisements, like ads and stuff going on, it's pretty much PlayStation going on with Rebirth because they got that exclusive. So that's the thing with PlayStation at this moment. And I'm gonna leave that at with there. But as for like this story and everything, I think once Nintendo starts talking and they start hinting at something, or we see a surprise commercial drop and stuff, you know, that's when we know something's gonna happen. I think Nintendo gonna be like, we want to make sure that people don't got no cell phones. All y'all sign your NDAs. We're checking everything. Like they're keeping it tip top secret. And Furukawa is like he know the biz. He knows the info. He's just not saying anything. And if he's doing, because he's probably knows whose business and whose chip and everything. He knows the behind the scenes stuff that is going on, and he knows how to keep his mouth shut at this time.
mm-hmm.
So I just with the story, I'm just putting salt on it. It would be nice, but at this point in time, I just got a bottle of salt on it.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, I think a lot of people think that the next console is going to be revealed at this Nintendo Direct. I'm like, come on, no, it's not. They're going to do their own special presentation for that. A trailer is going to drop on their YouTube channel at 7:00 in the morning one morning, and
it's someone from Nintendo. It's someone from Nintendo Japan. Who is from Japan talking to someone in America about this stuff?
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm sure the American devs or the American,
Nintendo America's
executive team, they probably, I mean, they know what's coming, right?
Doug Monster might know. Doug Monster might know some stuff, but they not talking to Nvidia. If any hardware or anything is being talked about, you're gonna talk to someone in Japan. You're not about to talk to America.
Sure. But I don't know. Let's exit this conversation and find the doc so we can talk about
games that are coming.
Yeah, so I think Mario and Luigi comes out, or Mario vs. Donkey Kong comes out this week, which I came out on Friday by the time you hear this, so that's coming. But this week, the only 2 games of significance are coming. Comp 2 is coming. QOMP and the number 2, all one word. Comp 2. Control a pong ball, aching to break free of its life, stuck between 2 paddles. Explore a dangerous minimalist world, armed with simple 2-button controls. Tap a button to change direction diagonally by 45 degrees, and hold down the button to unleash a cathartic dash forward. That's all you need to solve environmental puzzles and labyrinthian levels. Around each corner is a new challenge that will test your 2-button and problem-solving skills. A variety of difficult enemies and bosses help you mark your time as you navigate through 30 levels spread across 4 worlds. That sounds pretty interesting. And then that's coming on 2/20, and then on 2/22, Inculinati is a turn-based strategy game inspired by medieval manuscripts. Draw your army of beasts and spill the ink of your enemy. Defeat medieval superstars and collect perks to unleash hidden powers. Being a master of the quill isn't easy, but make sure you're focused and plan to move wisely. So those are the major games coming this coming week. Why don't we get into some questions, Ed, for question block?
Yes.
All right. So, placed Austin via Discord. Austin Campbell, our friend, our pal. He says, my Nintendo question is, if you had to erase a Nintendo console and all of its games from existence, which would you pick?
So
the Wii. Get it out of here.
Actually, I would say the N64. Nintendo 64.
Too many classics on the N64.
So
there's nothing on the Wii anybody likes. And if they do, they're
this
lying.
is the problem. I mean, I would keep the Wii, but I think Nintendo 64 would go for me. And
why? You have Ocarina, Majora,
I have
Mario
Ocarina,
64, Star Fox 64.
This is the thing about it.
The introduction of Smash Brothers.
I think the N64 has the
Diddy Kong Racing, the best racing game.
I think N64 has the weakest first party lineup.
Oh my gosh, you're the worst.
And not some good third party. And yes, GoldenEye, Majora's Mask, Ocarina of Time, Smash,
Perfect Dark,
Perfect Dark, Banjo-Kazooie, Super Mario 64.
Come on, how are you calling this weak?
I think it's the weakest. I think it's the weakest one because
you're the worst.
I think there's been so many classics on every other console,
except for the Wii.
But I just don't think even the Wii has some good ones. Like I'm not even gonna lie, but the Wii is for you because you don't like the system. So that's your opinion. That's your perspective. That's how you feel. But I just don't think that the N64 has a strong first party lineup.
Oh, you're the worst. Nintendo. Oh my gosh, you're running a Nintendo podcast and you ruined Nintendo 64. Everybody's gonna unsubscribe.
They'll be fine.
N64 has one of the strongest first party lineups.
No, it does not.
Sure, it does.
Not. No, it does
Ed,
not.
We just named off 20 games and they're all classics.
We just only did 7 first party games.
I named off like 10.
I already counted those. I counted 7.
Okay. Mario 64, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Star Fox 64, Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie, Diddy Kong Racing, Mario Kart 64.
Those that you added, like Diddy Kong and all of that, you didn't say those.
I did.
No, you did not.
I did. You weren't listening.
I was listening. I was counting along with you. You now just said those.
Anyways. Perfect Dark, GoldenEye, Blast Corps, Jet Force Gemini,
Blast Corps, or Jet Force Gemini,
Cruisin' USA.
But that wasn't
Super
first
Smash
party.
Brothers. You're right. It's not. You're right. Okay. Erase Cruisin' USA. Whatever. Super Smash Brothers. So what? That's 14 I just named off the top of my head.
Now compare those to other Nintendo console first party lineup.
I mean, that's more classics than the GameCube has.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Please, GameCube first party lineup would crush N64.
I'm looking some stuff up here. Okay.
And yes, we can add Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes because that is a first party game between Konami and Nintendo. And it's an exclusive. Yes, that does count.
Also, people who like Metal Gear don't like Twin Snakes. People who don't care about Metal Gear like Twin Snakes.
Please, all the ideas for Twin Snakes is in Metal Gear and the rest of the Metal Gear series. So how could they not like it?
Yoshi's Story, Pokemon Puzzle League, Pokemon Stadium, 1080 snowboarding, Wave Race. I'm just seeing if I miss anything.
Even though 1080 snowboard is the bomb big. Won't lie about that. But I think that
F-Zero X.
I still think it's the weakest. I still think it's the
Oh my
weakest
gosh, you're the
first party
worst.
lineup.
I don't even know if I could name 15 great GameCube games. I love the GameCube, but I don't know if I could name exclusives for that. Like N64. Let's see here. Hold on. GameCube first party games. I'm gonna see if I can name off great first party games. Luigi's Mansion, I would say, is great. Pikmin 1 is great. Smash Brothers Melee is great. I know people like Double Dash, so I'll throw that in there, even though I think it's trash. Twilight Princess, Wind Waker. I see. I don't even want to say Mario Sunshine because I think it's the weakest 3D Mario, but I think people maybe like it sometimes. Let's see. We got. Oh, I forgot about Mario Tennis and Mario Golf on N64. You can also throw that onto the GameCube because I actually think the GameCube's Mario Golf Toadstool Tour is the best one. Mario Power Tennis is also really good.
Mario Party 4 and 5 was on GameCube, right?
Yeah, and they were trash.
People love 4. I love 4.
All
I
the
think I
Mario
love 4 or
Party
5.
games on GameCube are trash. Get them out of here.
See,
Not
that's
really.
true.
I'm just busting your
Eternal
right.
Darkness. Paper Mario 1000-Year Door.
Let's see here. Did I miss anything important? Animal Crossing was pretty important.
Animal Crossing. Star Fox Adventure, maybe?
That's not. No, people don't like that game. I liked it, but it's
Was
definitely
it
not a
2
great
Star
game.
Fox games on there?
Yeah, Assault was the other one.
Assault.
Let's see.
And what's their F-Zero game on GameCube?
Metroid Prime 1 and 2. We
That's about
had
13.
F-Zero GX.
14.
Um,
Pikmin 2 was GameCube.
did you say Paper Mario 1000-Year Door?
Yeah.
Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, which is really good. It's a classic Fire Emblem game. I love that game. Let's see. Geist. Do people like Geist?
Probably not, but
Pokemon
it was
XD Gale of Darkness. People didn't really care for that game. Chibi Robo, people like.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't forget about Donkey Kongo 1 and 2. Jeez. DDR Mario mix. Gross. So I would argue N64 has more classic games than the GameCube. Although I think the quality of the GameCube games is better, I think the amount of classics goes to N64 would be my argument.
I think it's the weakest. So
you're insane. You're fired. Get out of here.
You're fired me. You're always gonna fire me, and I'm always gonna keep working.
I would say the Wii is definitely the weakest first party.
I know.
Yeah.
I doubt that. No. Mm-mm.
Can you name 12 first party Wii games that are considered quote unquote classics?
Classics or okay. Let's see. Wii Sports. Mario not Mario Mario Kart 7. No, Mario Kart Wii.
Wii.
What was the baseball Mario one?
Superstar Sluggers or whatever.
Superstar Sluggers. Yeah, because that sold a lot.
There are 53 first party games on the Wii. In case you were wondering. All right. Wii Sports, Twilight Princess is definitely one. Excite Truck is not one. WarioWare Smooth Moves is not one. Wii Play is not one. Super Paper Mario is not one. Mario Party 8
Mario was good. That one was good though.
Big Brain Academy is not one. Pokemon Battle Revolution is not one. Mario Strikers Charged, I will give that. I will give it that. Metroid Prime 3, I will give it that. Battalion Wars, I would not give it that. Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn, totally would give it that. Mario Galaxy, yes. Mario Galaxy 2, yes. Smash Brothers Brawl, yes. Mario Kart Wii, yes. Mario Super Sluggers. Would you say that's better than the GameCube game or worse?
It probably would be better because it's so. I think it's so more than GameCube because it was still selling
Well,
at
yeah,
fifty
because the Wii
dollars.
sold 5 times as many copies. You could say that about any game.
Yeah, but
Uh,
the thing about it is that the Wii version was still selling at $50, like after its release, like even before the Wii, even when the Wii U came, that bug was still selling. Toys R Us was still getting copies of that until Nintendo finished it.
so that's 10. Wario Land Shake It, not one. Wii Music, not one. Animal Crossing City Folk, not one. Mario Power Tennis is a port. Pikmin is a port. Excitebox, not one. Donkey Kong Jungle Beat is a port. Punch Out, I will give him that. Wii Sports Resort, I will give it that. So that's 12. New Super Mario Bros. Wii, that's 13. Sin and Punishment Star Successor, I'm not giving it. It's a good game, but nobody bought it.
No,
Metroid
you
Other M,
only because
not one.
well, that one was WiiWare with Sending Punishment, so you really couldn't
Yeah.
like
Well, it had
physical
a physical
stores.
version.
For N64 they did, but not for it was only
No, for the Wii. No, Star Successor is the sequel that
oh, you
came to
talking about the
Wii.
oh, I thought you were talking
Yeah.
about the first one.
No.
Um
Metroid
yeah,
Metroid Metroid
yes.
Other M, not one. Kirby's Epic Yarn.
Yes,
It's like
that one was a great game.
fine. I'll give it to you.
Metroid Other M was a great game. I think people just
No,
overreacted with that.
but
I
it's not
think
a
they
classic. It is
I
not a
think
Wii
it's
classic.
I think it is a classic because
You
people
do.
overreacted.
The general consensus is not a classic. Donkey Kong Country Returns, classic. That's 15. Kirby's Return to Dreamland. Hmm. I don't think so.
There's no see,
What? I don't think it's a classic.
but see that was you. When I said Other M was a classic, you said no too to that, and I said it was.
I don't it's not a
I, I
classic.
just I just said that it was. I think people uh just overreacted to that game. I know you're gonna
Not a
look it
classic.
up, but I feel like it. I feel like it's a classic because it was something different from Team Ninja. We never heard Samus. We always talking about we want a dark, not a dark Metroid or
It's
something,
sitting at a
but we want to
6.7 on Metacritic. Not a classic.
right
Next.
because that's why I said people overreacted. I think if people went back and actually played it, I think the result would be better.
Well, it is what it is. Kirby's Return to Dreamland. I don't know if I would call that a classic. Skyward Sword, I will give it to it because it's a Zelda game, and I think it scored pretty high at the time. Fortune Street, not a classic. Poco Park, not a classic. Mario Party 9, not a classic. Xenoblade Chronicles, that's a classic. That's 17. Pikmin 2, port. There. Those are all the Wii first party games. 17 classics versus GameCube. Did we do that one? How many did we count for GameCube?
Uh, you said 12, and I think we went over.
All right, here we go. Luigi's Mansion, classic. Agreed?
Yes.
Wave Race Blue Storm, not a classic.
Um,
I would say the
it's
first one is more loved than Blue Storm.
the N64 one. I think Blue Storm is a classic, but I just don't know. It's a forgotten. I think it's a forgotten gem.
Okay, so not a classic. Forgotten Gem. Smash Brothers Melee, yes.
Yes.
Pikmin, yes.
Yes.
NBA Courtside 2020 or 2002, no. Eternal Darkness, yes.
Yes.
Mario Sunshine,
Yes.
Animal Crossing,
Yes.
Star Fox Adventures,
Forgotten gem.
Mario Party 4.
Yes.
Hmm.
Mario Party 4, yes. Because it has some of the best mini games.
Dude, it's sitting at a 70 on Metacritic. It's not a
So
classic.
just because it's sitting there doesn't make it a classic.
Sure it does. Let's see. What is that? 7? Metroid Prime.
Yes.
Wind Waker.
Yes.
Wario World. No.
Forgotten Gem.
Mario Golf Toadstool Tour. Yes. So that's 10. And we're only on number 14. F-Zero GX.
Yes.
Kirby's Air Ride.
Yes, it was. Because it was for a lot of kids who were getting to racing games and felt like Mario Kart was too much. Kirby Air Ride did do sales because it did good sales for Christmas.
Mario Party 5.
Yes.
No, it's not.
Yes. Yes.
You're killing your own case here. We only need 4 more to beat the Wii, which kills your argument.
But I said N64 having the worst.
Mario Kart Double Dash.
Yes.
1080 Avalanche.
Yes.
Okay, that's 15. WarioWare Inc. Mega Party Games.
No, because I don't think a lot of people remember that game.
Custom Robo.
Yes.
I would say no. I've never even heard of that game.
Custom Robo. I think it's
not Chibi Robo, Custom Robo.
I think that was a Japan game, like a Japan only. So,
well, this box art has an American ESRB tag on it, so it clearly came out here.
I would put question mark then on that one.
I would say no. I'm going to say no. If you have to put a question mark, it's a no. Four Swords Adventures.
Yes.
Pikmin 2.
Yes.
So that's 17. We're already tied with the Wii. Donkey Konga. I think it's iconic because of the drums. I don't think it's a classic.
Yeah, I agree.
Paper Mario 1000 Year Door, yes.
Yes.
Mario Power Tennis, yes.
Yes.
Metroid Prime 2 Echoes.
Yes.
Mario Party 6. This was the weird one with the microphone.
No, I don't think that one was a classic.
Star Fox Assault.
I think I forgot a gem because that was Namco, I think, developed.
Donkey Kong Jungle Beat, I would say no.
No.
Donkey Konga 2, no. Geist, no.
No, not
Mario
Geist.
Superstar Baseball, I would argue people like that game. Would you say yes to Mario Superstar Baseball?
Yeah, I would say yes. Because King Griffey was... I think King Griffey last game was on N64, I think.
Battalion Wars. No.
No, because Advance Wars was still popular at that time.
Pokemon Gale of Darkness. I would say no. I don't think people liked it at the time.
I think I forgot a gem. Just a lot of people just didn't talk about it.
Fire Emblem Path of Radiance.
Yes.
Yes. DDR Mario Mix. No. Mario Party 7. No.
No.
Super Mario Strikers. I would say yes.
Yes.
Chibi Robo.
Yes.
That's questionable. Odama.
Forgot a gem.
Bat and Kados.
Yes.
Bat and Kados Origins.
Yes.
Twilight Princess.
Yes.
So that's 26 classics out of 45 first party games. All right, Ed, last one, and then we'll move on. N64 first party games. So we had 17 Wii games. Hold on, let me write this down. 27 GameCube. Wait, right? How many GameCube games? 27?
I believe. Yeah,
And 17 Wii.
we had what 46 GameCube total.
40, yeah, something like that.
Austin is enjoying this because we're arguing about.
Yeah, no, he's probably laughing. It's fine.
We answered the
Nintendo.
question, so we gonna still say we're.
It's fair. All right. Why are there? This does not look like the right list. I don't know what this is. Get out of here. All right. Oh gosh. All right. Where does N64 start? 96. Okay. Right? 96? Right?
Yeah, I think so. Because Final Fantasy was
Um
97, I think.
all right. Mario 64. Yes.
Yes.
Pilot Wings.
No.
Diddy Kong Racing. Yes.
Yeah, for some people, but
No,
not
for
for
a
me.
lot of people. Mario Kart 64.
Yes.
I would say yes, even though it's the inferior racing game. Star Fox 64.
Yes.
Yes. Yoshi's Story.
No.
What?
Yeah.
F-Zero X.
Yes.
Ocarina of Time.
Yes.
Let's see. Donkey Kong 64.
No.
Really? I would say yes. I think people really love that game. I don't like it. I think it
I
sucks.
think
But
people liked it for the Donkey Kong rap. They don't like that game for all the collected dot and switching the characters. So I'm gonna say
there's
no.
two panelists on the Boss Rush podcast that would argue with you.
If they can argue with me, that's fine, but no.
I would say it is. I'm going to count it. Executive decision.
What executive decision? We both executives.
Mario Party 1.
Yes. Because that was hella soft.
Pokemon Snap.
Yes. Because people did like that.
Yeah, they did. Smash Brothers, the first one.
Yes.
Okay, that's 10. Banjo-Tooie. Wait, where did Banjo-Kazooie? Did I say Banjo-Kazooie already?
No. You said Donkey Kong 64.
Right. Where's Banjo-Kazooie at? Where's Banjo-Kazooie at? Banjo-Kazooie.
Yes.
Banjo-Tooie.
No.
Okay, so we're at 11 out of 15. Kirby and the Crystal Shards.
No.
Hey You, Pikachu.
No.
Majora's Mask.
Yes.
12 out of 17. 18 out of 18. Mario Party 2. Yes, that's the most loved one. Mario Tennis. I would say yes.
Yes.
Perfect Dark.
Yes.
GoldenEye.
Yes.
Mickey Speedway USA. That was published by Nintendo.
It was? Ooh.
Interesting.
Interesting.
I would say no, but interesting. Pokemon Puzzle League.
Yes. People did like that one.
Pokemon
Did
Stadium.
they do Mischief Makers?
No. Well, I don't know yet. Hold on.
Oh, what was the one you just said, Corey? I'm sorry.
Pokemon Stadium.
I
would say
forgot
yes.
a gym. I would say.
I would say, dude, Pokemon Stadium is everybody loved that game. You could put your Game Boy game into the game.
I just don't remember a lot of people playing it, so that's why I would know.
Everybody I knew played it
because it was that after Gold and Silver.
It came out at the same time, around the same time.
I know Gold and Silver was more
Same
popular
year.
than Stadium.
Same year. Well, Stadium could only do red, blue, and yellow.
Oh, then I would say no.
I would say yes. I would say
That's why
Pokemon
I said
Stadium
for
is
guy to
definitely
jail.
the one.
I would say for guy to jail.
You're the worst. What are we at? 17? Right? Yeah. Conker's Bad for a Day. Yes. Super
Yeah.
iconic. Dr. Mario 64.
No.
I would say no. Mario Party 3. Yes.
Yeah. I think the Hus and Soft was Mario parties were good.
Mario Golf. Yes. Mario Golf. Yes.
I was probably put as for guy to jail. I don't hear nobody talking about Mario Golf on N64 a lot. I think a lot of people talk about it more for the handhelds and stuff. I think Game Boy Advance or DS. Was it Mario Golf DS? I think that was the most popular one.
I don't remember that one.
I mean, I'll go ahead and agree there. That's fine.
Paper Mario, the first
Yes.
one.
Yeah.
Pokemon Stadium 2.
No.
All right, that's it. So we're at 21 N64 games.
Out of the
Bam.
weakness. But I still
Beat
think
it.
it's still
Beat
I
out we by
still
4 games.
I still think that it still has the worst first party lineup.
Oh, you're the worst. We're moving
The
on.
question was which one? You said
My,
I said N64. We're gonna leave it at that.
we can burn a dumpster fire. Oh wait, mine already did. Because my apartment caught on fire and it was a dumpster.
Oh wow. I'm gonna let that go.
Oh man. Jokes to hide the pain. The one true James.
And the I was just about to say, if we were talking about classics, the most people talk about is Majora's Mask, Ocarina of Time, the Super Mario 64, and GoldenEye. Damn, we didn't even add Killer Instinct.
Whatever. Nobody cares. The one true James asks, will you be playing the Tomb Raider remasters?
Yes.
I will not be. I think those first 3 games are not very good, especially now. But I mean, if they fix the controls, then maybe. But those controls, man, were so bad.
But I know I'm not getting them Wednesday. I'm gonna end up getting it Thursday. I know I'm gonna be late. I think it's only digital though.
Is it? That's weird.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I think so. I think it's only a digital release.
Let's see. No. Yeah, I don't see a physical copy on Amazon, so you must be right.
Yeah, it's digital on Best Buy. Yeah, it's $29.99 for Switch.
If they fix the controls and it runs okay, then maybe. But the trilogy, I mean, if you're not including the new games, the trilogy I would want would be like the Legend trilogy, which is Legend, Anniversary, and Underworld. Those games are great. That would
Yeah.
be the trilogy I would want. No Tomb Raider Last Revelation or Tomb Raider Chronicles in this set though. I mean, I would have packaged all 5 of those together.
4 and
Because
5 was on PlayStation 1.
yeah, all of them were on PlayStation 1. And Last Revelation and Chronicles were also on Dreamcast, which is where I played them. And then
6.
Angel of Darkness was on PlayStation 2, which was
Enter
think a lot of
Darkness
people.
is the 6th game, right?
Yeah, I think people don't like that one very much.
Yeah. That game would needs to be fixed though. The
And then they
Legends
rebooted it with Legend.
Legend. How many of the Legend games were there? Were there only 2?
Well, technically there were 2 Legend games, but they also remade the first game in the style of Legend. So there's technically 3. They call it the Legend trilogy. So there's Tomb Raider Legend. There's Tomb Raider Anniversary, which is a remake of the first game, the very first game.
Okay.
And then there's Tomb Raider Underworld, which was the sequel to Legend.
Okay.
And
Because I know I beat Legend on Xbox. I think I still have my copy of Legend.
Yeah,
And I think
Tomb
I
Raider
skipped.
Legend, great game.
Yeah, Underworld I didn't get to play because they weren't selling it in my neighborhood, in my area. Like I
Hmm.
couldn't get it at Best Buy, Target, Toys R Us, KB. Couldn't get it anywhere. No one carried it.
All right, and the second question. I don't have any comments on this. I don't know if you played it or not. If you played the recent demo, what did you think of the new controls and perspective for Homeworld 3?
I have not played it because I think it's only on PC.
Is it? Are you sure? Is it?
Yeah.
Is Switch not getting
Uh.
Homeworld 3?
Because remember, it was at Summer's Game Fest, and it ended. It ended the show. Like they did just a little video. There might have been an update trailer, but they didn't say nothing that it was coming to Switch.
You're right. It's
Um,
not.
all I remember that it's coming to PC.
Yeah, it looks like it's only coming to PC right now.
Yeah. So I barely play any PC games. So
I don't have a PC, so I do not have it.
yeah.
I'm on a Mac, everybody. I'm recording on a Mac. I'm not like using my phone or anything. I hope everybody got that already. But that's it, Ed. Those are our questions. And yeah, let's get out of here so we can record this expansion pass so we can all go to bed.
All right. Well, thank you for listening and watching Nintendo Pow Block, which is part of the Boss Rush Network. If you enjoyed our discussions, please do subscribe on YouTube or your favorite podcast application. You can support us over on Patreon. That's patreon.com/Boss Rush Network. Any tier grants you early access to all our podcasts. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Boss Rush Network. Everybody have a great week. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next time on Nintendo Pow Block. Bye, everybody. Woohoo!
Bye. If you want to see how you can become a Patreon producer, head on over to patreon.com/BossRushNetwork. The Patreon producers for this month are Adriel Munger, Austin Campbell, Celeste Roberts, Christian S., Sana Dirrig, Francisco Santillan, Matthew Keel, and Todd Oxtra. Thanks for your continued support of the Boss Rush Network.